San Francisco, California is a destination like no other. This beacon city of Northern California has led the way in being unique and free of conventional thought. Home to some of the heaviest hitters in the technology arena and an attitude of open arms, accepting all who pass through its golden gates. The Bay City offers a taste of the past and a future that shines bright for all who visit. So come along as we explore some of the best and most unique destinations within the city as we share with you San Francisco in a day. Our first stop is the Fairmont San Francisco. If you're looking for one of the most luxurious hotels in the city, with a scope of history unmatched, then the Fairmont San Francisco is the place to be and sleep. The beautiful Fairmont is located atop Nob Hill and has offered panoramic views of the city and bay since 1907.
Over the years, the Fairmont has quite a history. We're over 100 years old. When you think of San Francisco, you think of the Fairmont, which is a welcoming place here at the front door. This is a community where we welcome all, visitors, as well as people of San Francisco.
It's been said that the Fairmont San Francisco is so grand that they built a city around it. Surviving the 1906 earthquake that shook the foundation of the city, the Fairmont Hotel has stood the test of time and is considered one of the finest hotels in San Francisco. The presidential suite has played host to many of the world's greatest dignitaries, from royalty to presidents to Hollywood's biggest stars. With an Arabian-inspired pool room, a starry sky library, guest quarters, full kitchen and waitstaff, it isn't until you step into the balcony and take in the downtown views that your breath will be fully taken away. There's so much more that the Fairmont offers to its guests, including outdoor green spaces, an urban vegetable garden, and of course the Tonga Room and Hurricane Bar. Although it might be a little early in our day to head to the world-famous Tiki Lounge, we'll be sure to stop in later for some tropical fun. Our next destination is the Cable Car Museum. Just a few blocks away from the Fairmont, you will appreciate the history and artifacts on display in this one-of-a-kind museum. Cable cars have been an attraction to visitors of San Francisco for decades, but have been an important mode of transportation to city dwellers for well over a century. A visit to the Cable Car Museum gives guests a glimpse into how these fascinating modes of transportation still use the original technology developed in the 19th century to pull riders all over the city. Established in 1974 as an educational center and housed inside the historical Washington Mason Cable Car Barn and Powerhouse, the museum welcomes visitors 7 days a week and treats them to historic cable cars from the late 1800s, various mechanical devices, tools, detailed models, and a large collection of historical photographs. Not to mention, visitors can stand on the observation deck of the museum and watch the gigantic drive engines pull the remaining 4 lines throughout the city. So the cable's going all the time.
9.5 miles an hour. There were originally 8 powerhouses. Now in 2013, there's one, and this is it right here, this very brick building behind you.
Lots of a legacy here.
That's correct.
One destination still serviced by historic cable cars is Fisherman's Wharf, home to Pier 39, one of the city's most frequented tourist attractions and our next stop. Pier 39 is located at the edge of the Fisherman's Wharf district and was transformed in the 1970s to a commercial property that has become a popular tourist attraction. The 45-acre pier and surrounding area is home to many restaurants, over 90 shops, the Aquarium of the Bay, and is home to a large population of California sea lions. Tourists gather at the end of the pier to watch these wonderful sea mammals play, bark, dive, and of course sleep. Pier 39 is known for its spectacular views of the San Francisco Bay, the Golden Gate Bridge, the Bay Bridge, and Alcatraz. On your trip to San Francisco, head down to Pier 39 and take in this wonderful addition to the city. Within walking distance of Pier 39 is Ghirardelli Square, and this delectable and delicious destination is our next stop in our day in San Francisco. Started by Domenico Ghirardelli in 1852, Ghirardelli Chocolate became the second largest chocolate maker in the U.S., and its namesake is synonymous with the city of San Francisco.
This particular Chocolate Marketplace has the broadest selection of Ghirardelli chocolates, where you can buy chocolate by the pound, so you can choose your own square flavors.
Ooh, interesting.
So you like the chocolate sea salt, you like the caramel, you like the dark, whatever you want, it's there.
Though manufacturing has moved from Ghirardelli Square, this once bustling factory is now home to shops, Ghirardelli chocolate stores, and to Fremont Heritage Place, a residential-style, all-suite luxury hotel. Be sure to get your hands on some of the divine chocolate treats before you leave. If you're looking for something a little different with the flair of bell-bottom jeans and tie-dyed shirts of the 1960s, then our next stop will surely deliver good times. Haight-Ashbury has become known for its eclectic shopping, vintage secondhand stores, street corner musicians, and its good time vibes. Becoming popular in the 1960s as a hippie's paradise, visitors to this bohemian district can enjoy one of the city's many cafes, listen to records, and of course, shop in one of the many vintage outlets, or just enjoy the beautifully restored Victorian homes that dot the landscape. Once you're back in the car, you might want to head over to Lombard Street and ride down this one-of-a-kind street. Known as the most crooked street in the world, this staple of the city has become a major draw for visitors. Though the street doesn't actually live up to its title, it's not even the most crooked street in the city. It has become one of the city's most famous landmarks. On any given day, at any given time, tourists drive, ride, and walk down this one-block road, snaking back and forth all the way down with smiles on their faces and cameras hanging out the windows. After zigzagging your way down Lombard, it's time to head over to Chinatown. Located in the heart of the city, Chinatown is home to the largest Asian population outside of Asia. Here, you can eat Asian delicacies, shop in the many cultural boutiques, visit one of the local herbalists or traditional pharmacies, and take in the culture that is Chinatown. The 24 square block area that is Chinatown offers a myriad of fascinating finds and fun for any adventurous tourist. For dinner, you might want to make your way to Izzy's Steaks and Chops. This locally owned and operated restaurant has been a favorite of San Franciscans who appreciate the very best in Midwestern steaks and chops. Aged to perfection and served in generous portions, Izzy's is a must for steak lovers. If you're looking for a little bit of a different eating experience, then you might want to step aboard Forbes Island. This quick 5-minute boat ride departing from Pier 39 takes guests to this remarkable and charming man-made island, complete with waterfalls, palm trees, a lighthouse, and underwater dining. When you go below, you immediately find yourself in another world as you are transported into what feels like the hull of a wooden galleon ship with underwater views through porthole windows.
You know, the thing about this restaurant that is so unique is that it's like you're in a French or Spanish galleon, and actually right now, this window right here, we are under the water. We're literally below the waterline. So it is kind of like you're in your own special hidden hideaway. This is definitely a unique experience. I definitely recommend coming here. It's a real fun place.
Our last stop in San Francisco finds us back at the Fairmont San Francisco at the Tonga Room for some late night fun, live music, tropical thunderstorms, and umbrella-adorned drinks that will transport your taste buds to the tropics. The Tonga Room and Hurricane Bar opened its doors in 1945 in what used to be the Fairmont San Francisco's indoor pool facility. After being transformed into one of the world's greatest tiki lounges, the Tonga Room has been one of the hottest bars in the country. Though it's known to rain every 30 minutes in the lounge's lagoon, don't worry, you won't be needing an umbrella here, unless it's in your drink, of course. There you have it, San Francisco in a day. We've seen a lot and experienced some of the best this great city has to offer, but we've only scratched the surface. So until next time, just remember to enjoy.